made it mandatory spending. They took a problem where we had a solution and they wrapped it into making it even worse and compounding it. When we have a recession, when we have a fiscal problem, they put it into mandatory spending when we should have focused simply on chips. In 2017, when Republicans were in the majority, we put it in the NDAA that it is an important problem that we need to solve. The Democrats took the majority, they ignored it. Every chance that we worked bipartisan on this, even when we asked the Speaker to put a China committee together, even when it took me 8 months to get her to agree, even when the Washington Post came in and sat down because they were rolling it out, Republicans and Democrats alike, and the night before they stopped it, we went forward and we produced a plan to make sure chips were back and being built in America. Every element of this, Nancy Pelosi has put up roadblocks and challenged it and made it political and controversial.
But that still wasn't a vote against jobs yesterday?
No, it wasn't against jobs yesterday. I just walked you through it from a mandatory point of view.
I understand that you don't like how the mechanics of how it came out, but...
Well, you think it's just mechanics or you think it's long-term? Well, what is our biggest fiscal challenge?
People with jobs later on?
No. Is it going to take away from jobs? Does $30 trillion in debt harm jobs? Yes. Does a recession harm jobs? Yes. Could you have done it in a bipartisan manner? Yes. Did we try to do it? Yes. Every element that we worked for on this was bipartisan. Every element that went forward, Pelosi put up roadblocks and even didn't take it through committee, put all in her Build Back Better climate change through and harmed the process to even make it happen. Yes, sir.
Do you believe women who choose to terminate a pregnancy should be criminally prosecuted?
No. Yes.
Democrats are trying to bring 2 bills to the floor today to address public safety, the Invest to Protect Act and the COPS Act. Can you elaborate where you stand on those bills and bipartisan response here in the House?
You know what? I haven't seen what their final version is. They haven't seen what their final version is. They're still communicating and trying to work a deal out. I would think it would be terrible that you'd bring a bill up that didn't go through committee. I think it'd be terrible that you'd bring a bill up that people didn't have an opportunity to see, discuss, debate, or amend. That's just the democratic process, and I think that's wrong with the Democrats in majority of what they're doing here. Yes, sir.
Cassidy Hutchinson testified that.
So we're going to January 6th.
Yes,
Go ahead.
She
yes.
testified under oath.
You know we're in a recession too, right?
Well, she testified under oath saying that you called her after Donald Trump said that, or just told her supporters that they were going to go to the Capitol, and you were concerned about those remarks and said, "Don't come up here. Figure it out. Don't come up here." She said that under oath. Did you tell her that, and why were you concerned about the prospect of Donald Trump coming to the Capitol on January 6th?
To be honest with you, I don't recall talking to her that day. I recall talking to Dan Scavino. I recall talking to Jared. I recall talking to Trump. That's what I talked to on television like that, too. If I talked to her, I don't remember it. If it was coming up here, I don't think I wanted a lot of people coming up to the Capitol, but I don't remember the conversation.
Why were you concerned specifically about Trump coming to the Capitol?
I don't remember that.
You don't remember being concerned about his comments?
No, but because I didn't watch it. See, this is what is so confusing. I didn't watch the speech. I was working. So I didn't see what was said. I didn't see what went on till after the fact.
Did you want him to come to the Capitol?
No, I've never communicated with him about coming to the Capitol. I had no idea he would come to the Capitol. I had no idea that he was even going to come to the Capitol. That's news to me.
She said under oath that you told her throughout the course of the week, or reassured you through the course of the week that he was not going to come to the Capitol. So apparently you had
I don't remember having any conversations with her about coming to the president coming to the Capitol. I don't recall any of that. I recall my conversation with Dan Scavino. I recall calling Jared. That was in the midst of the Capitol, people breaking into the Capitol, me being removed from the office. That's when I called people.
And what were your conversations with Scavino like? What were you?
Well, I was trying to find the president. Yes.
Your last solo press conference was in mid-March.
That's not true. Oh, solo.
Solo. If the House majority flips and you're speaker, are you committed to doing weekly press conferences like this?
I do press conferences all the time. When did I talk to you solo last? This week?
Yes.
Yeah.
Ashley, you mentioned the Republican agenda. I'm curious if you're elected speaker this year or early next year, will you continue the select committee on the climate crisis that Democrats created for this Congress?
We'll look at everything and see where we want to go together, but no decisions have been made.
Mayor, supervisor has called on the National Guard to come to PC and help respond to migrants being bused here, while the White House has accused Republicans of using these migrants as a political pawn. What's your reaction to that? Is that what's going on here?
Not at all. So they're concerned about migrants coming to America illegally within their cities. Have they ever been to the border? They're concerned about bringing National Guards in after what was happening here during the summers, and people's safety was concerned, and they didn't think the National Guard should be there then. It just shows the hypocrisy of the mayor and the hypocrisy of the White House. Why don't they secure the border? Because what has happened because of their actions, every single community in America is now a border city. This is a national crisis. Fentanyl is now the #1 killer of Americans between the ages of 18 and 45. This is their policies, which they created. It created a national security issue throughout the entire country. The hypocrisy is that they won't go to the White House to try to make him secure this border. Yes, sir.
Yeah, we'd like to know your position regarding the Puerto Rico Status Act and what the Congress should do about that issue.
You know what, I haven't been able to see that bill yet, read through it. I know Puerto Rico has had many votes down there to determine whether they're Commonwealth or statehood, but I'll continue to look at that bill and let you know.
Mr. Leader, in the past, you said you support members of Congress trading individual stocks. If the Speaker brings...
I'm sorry, what did you say I said?
You have publicly said you support members of Congress not trading individual stocks.
No, I said I would look at that, but okay.
So if the Speaker does bring up a bill to do that, to ban members and their spouses from trading stocks, would you vote for it? Would you urge your conference to vote for it?
I think it's ironic that the Speaker of the House now talks about bringing up a bill at the very end of the term of Congress. So her husband could trade all the way through, but now it becomes a crisis? Look, I think the Speaker of the House has greater determination of what comes to the floor, what gets out of the committee. And her husband didn't just trade stock, he traded options. I think what her husband did was wrong. If you say, when she said she never told him anything, I know they spent their time together overseas, and when they're coming back, I'm sure she had conversations on the phone about what was going to be on the floor. I'm sure she had conversations about what the chip version finally looked at. I'm sure she had those conversations. I don't know if he was able to hear them or not, but I think we need to bring trust back to this institution. I think we have to do a thorough investigation and look at what is the proper role for members of Congress and what influence they have. And I don't think the proper way to do this is Nancy Pelosi writing the bill, because we have proven that she can't do that. It should be a bipartisan manner, and we should look at it through committee, and this is something that we will do in the majority, putting new rules forward to make sure that you have trust in this House and the ability, knowing that people is not investing in a place that they have influence.
Will you commit not talking to your spouse about legislation if you become Speaker?
Talking about legislation, or will I commit to not invest based upon legislation? Yeah. If you notice, I only own mutual funds. We don't buy any individual stocks.
So just to be clear, if you become Speaker, will you commit to advancing legislation to ban members and their spouses from trading?
I think I would look all the way through it. And what I've told everybody, we will come back and we will not only investigate this, we will come back with a proposal to change the current behavior.
Quickly on Olivia's question, as the Republican leader, will you commit to holding the weekly solo press conferences every week for the remainder of this term?
You know, if it's going to be every single week, I don't know what's going to happen every single week, but I'll commit to always have press conferences.
And then
yes.
Just a follow-up question. As you look ahead to next year and mapping out the potential agenda for the majority and some of the oversight priorities, are the results of the last election, the 2020 election, on the agenda at all in terms of oversight concerns for the next Congress?
Look, our greatest concerns right now is the economy of America, the cost of living for every single American. Americans losing a month of their paycheck, the price of gasoline. That's our focus. We want to become energy independent, lower the price of gas. We want to make you feel safe in your streets. Homicides are now at a 20-year high. This defunding of police, we told them it was wrong then, and it's wrong now. We're going to give bonuses to make sure individuals, officers can join the forces, that they could have the training to do the job. We're going to make sure prosecutors uphold the law. When it comes to the border, we're going to secure it in the movement of fentanyl and illegal drugs into our country. We're going to change the supply chain dependency on China and move it back to America. And yes, we'll get into other issues as well. I do not believe men should be competing with women in sports. It'll have a plan to put America back on the right track. And yes, we'll hold this government accountable. We'll want to know why that decisions were made the way they were leaving Afghanistan. We'll want to know where the origins of COVID actually began. Why, with the Democrats holding the majority, why haven't they had one hearing to know where that's happened? And yes, we'll want to know why the Attorney General goes after parents who simply want to go to a school board meeting to know what's happening in their kids' education. And yes, part of our commitment to America will have a Parents' Bill of Rights. The parents should have a say in their kids' education. They should know what's